everyone, it's Kim. Welcome back to my channel, and if you're new to my channel, welcome. So it's time for our weekly update, and I have quite a few things to talk about today. All right, so first thing we're going to do is we're going to set our timer, because I always forget this, and I'm going to set a 10-minute timer just so I know then when we're, just when we're about that point, so I know to start wrapping it up so it doesn't go too long. So let's try that this week. All right, so I have my list of things to talk about, and we're just going to go down the list. So the first thing I want to talk about is, I'm jumping right in today. Hi everyone, I hope you're doing great this week. Maybe we should start there. So let's start off with the weekly topic. I did attend the WW in person. I know I still call it WW. I attended the Weight Watcher meeting this week on Wednesday. And the topic this week was goal weight. And I was having just a little private chat with my coach. And I was telling her that I was glad that they were bringing some of these topics back, because of the fact that sometimes when you're in the meeting, or even if you're on a virtual Zoom meeting, you get in those meetings and sometimes you're afraid to speak up, you're afraid to ask those questions. So talking about goal weight is not something that I've heard that we've talked about in quite a while. I know I did take a little bit of a hiatus for a little while from meetings, but in the last, 7 or 8 months since I've been back attending the meetings, virtually, and then recommitting back in November. I guess I should clarify that. I was attending the meetings on and off, just in the background, being silent for a little while when I decided to go back full force in November. And this is something that I'm really happy they're talking about, because of the fact that when you're talking about goal weight, sometimes you don't know how to set that goal weight. There is, in the settings on your app, there is a place to set your goal weight. So I think if you click the little settings cog, like if you touch your face, like your picture, and go to your profile and then go to the settings and then go to weight settings, I think that there's a goal weight in there somewhere. If I'm wrong, I'll try to remember to talk about it a little bit more next week if I didn't point you in the right direction, or I'll try to, I don't know, I'll double check it after we get done talking, and I'll see if I can, even if I have to put like a little screen capture in here, I'll see if I can do that. We'll see how that goes. All right, so the goal weight. So if you are just starting your journey, don't worry about the goal weight. Don't even think about what that goal weight is, because of the fact that you just need to focus on your 5% loss or your 10% loss, or what I like to call making it to your next set of 10s. So if you are currently 190 pounds, focus on getting into the 180s and then the 170s. And then, you could even do it in 5-minute or 5-pound increments if that's easier. But focus on those little smaller goals. And then when you get closer to what you think your goal weight might be, you can talk it over with your coach, you can talk it, over with the 24/7 chat, or you can just go to the settings and look at what your goal weight should be. But when you have, I had over 50 pounds to lose the first time that I did this program. And the goal weight, if I was just focused on my goal weight, that would have freaked me out and I would have quit. So you have to do those smaller increments and celebrate, not with food, celebrate, buy yourself a new pair of walking shoes, buy yourself a new top. Just treat yourself to some downtime. If you don't want to spend any money, that's great. Just take an hour to yourself. Say, oh, if I make this goal, I'm going to do this, and have that be something that you really enjoy. Maybe you just want to take an hour alone, quiet time reading. Whatever the case may be, give yourself some incentives to enjoy once you reach that goal. All right, so sneak peek, next week, they're going to be talking about plateaus. So stay tuned. I'll give you some updates and let you know what I learned in my class when we talk about that next week. Videos posted this week. I did a meal prep video. I think I posted that on Monday or Tuesday. And then I reviewed a new ice maker. FD Appliances, and I partnered up and I tested out their ice maker because I don't know if I talked about this before, but my old ice maker quit working. And I've been spoiled a little bit with that nugget ice. And when it had zonked out, I was a little, I don't know, I missed my ice. I guess bottom line. So my husband started doing some research to find out what one to purchase next. Thank goodness we had a 3-year warranty on our ice maker, and we reached out to them, got the money back, and I was going to utilize that money to purchase another one. And then we had found, or my husband had found, this new ice maker, and we just thought, let's reach out to them and find out, you know, because they had gotten really good reviews and their ice maker was really cool. So if you didn't catch that video, go check that out because I'm very happy with that. All right, so what's new this week? Life updates. Really nothing to write home about. I'm still doing my countdown for camping season to get here. You guys know that I have a seasonal site. We're just waiting for the campground to open, and we're about a month away from that. So cannot wait. That is my happy place. That is the place that I go to relax, to let all of my worries and my stress just melt away. And again, it's my happy place. So that's my life updates right now. I'm trying to get that out. I also have a scrapbooking weekend coming up. You guys know I love those, and I look forward to those every year. So I'm looking over. I have my stuff all packed up and ready to go. So scrapbooking, love that hobby. All right, so I guess I did have life updates. All right, so my week recap. Let's talk about that. I have been doing pretty good. I've been pretty consistent. Let's jump into my weigh-in this week. I was up, and we did talk about this last week, and I knew there was a possibility of being up. Just checking my time here. There was a possibility of me being up because, again, I did have 2 back-to-back weeks of on and off birthday celebrations. And those birthday celebrations were celebrations. And I went out to eat more than I normally do. And, you know, I don't know about you, but when I go out to eat, sometimes that leads to a little more of a snacky day the next day. So, anywho, I had a 0.4 loss last week, which I knew was a gift. I knew it was going to catch up with me, and it did this week. So I was up 1.2, which was fine. I mean, considering that my birthday weekend celebrations had overlapped into a little longer period, I am going to equate that to a 0.8 gain from all that, and I'll take it. I'll take it all day long. Again, this is a journey, and it's fine. It's fine that I had a weight gain. It does happen, and I buckled right back down, and it should be fine. So let's talk about activity. I am still closing my rings daily. And for the days that I'm not in the office, I have been jumping on my treadmill, and I've been using that time just to, again, focus on me, shut everything out. It's a little bit of a stress reliever. And if you have a way to get some activity in, again, 5 minutes of activity is better than 0 minutes of activity. And I'm going to keep saying that. I did jump up my activity time from 20 to 30 minutes. I felt like I was ready for that. And the 30 minutes has been easy for me to obtain and not too much. I don't think I'm going to up it from there right now because 30 minutes is good for me. So we're just going to see if I can continue to maintain that. All right, so let's talk Netflix. And I'm trying not to rush, but I feel like I'm rushing myself now that I'm watching the time, which is probably a bad idea. All right, so Netflix. I finally had a chance to watch the movie The Other Boleyn Girl. And it was so good. I mean, so good. I had some time to myself last night. The house was quiet. There were no interruptions. And I was able just to take in the full movie by myself. That doesn't happen too often. All right, so it was so good. So if you have not watched that movie and it's on your radar, definitely check it out because I think you'll really enjoy it. There were some things that happened I wasn't expecting, so it was very engaging and a good movie. So Speaking of Netflix, the other, I was sitting on my leg here. Let me just reposition. So last week I had talked about what I was watching on TV, and I had mentioned Night Court, and I had so many comments come through about those of you who are watching Night Court, and about, you know, how it's bringing back memories, and how you wish people had, you know, some of the old people that were on the old show, they would bring back to the new show. And I agree. It's just, it's such a easy watch. And again, if you were a lover of Night Court before, check out the new one. So, I mean, I don't think I'll recap this next week, but I just want to say thanks for your comments on that, because it was kind of cool to know that you guys are watching what I'm watching, and you still have the same nostalgic feelings that I'm feeling as well. Another thing that we're still watching on TV is Fire Country, and Fire Country is really, really good. I mean, really good. And one of the main characters from SEAL Team, I think that was the name of the show, from SEAL Team, is in Fire Country, and that's what got us watching it. And again, he is one of the main characters on Fire Country, and we love that show. So if you're not watching that one and you're looking for something new to watch, and you like firefighter shows, that's a pretty good one. All right, so books I'm reading. You guys know that I was reading last week, or listening to Good Girls Lie by J.T. Ellison. I did finish that one. So good. I love J.T. Ellison. She is such a good author, writer, whatever you want to call her. But it was such a good book. So if you haven't read anything by J.T. Ellison, pick up a book by her. The series that I would highly recommend if you're into series is, she has one, and it's called the Taylor Jackson series. So good. Just so good. All right. So then after I finished that one, I went ahead and started 21st Birthday by James Patterson, and it's the Women's Murder Club series. And it started off with book 1, First to Die, and I read it, and I was listening to it, but I got through it in 2 days. So that one came and went, and we didn't even have a chance to talk about it. But that Women's Murder Club series, so good. Like, so good. And it's, once you get to know the characters, and you're in, like, there was a couple in between books, so it's like book 25-ish of that series. It's such an easy read, because you're already invested in the characters. So that one came and went. And then I went back to my book, My Money, My Way by Kamika Love. And I'm going to finish reading that one, I think, before I start another audio bookish type. I know that Verity by Colleen Hoover, I think. That one's coming up soon in my to-be read list. And I know when that one comes, I'm going to have to switch gears. But I'm going to try to, like, focus most of my reading energy on the My Money, My Way, because I've listened to a couple of podcasts. There was just a new podcast that came out with her being featured in it. And it was really good, and just re-energized me to want to go back and listen to her story, or, you know, read her story. So I'm going to try to get that one done. And when I finish that, I'll come back to you and let you know how that one is. All right, so let's start wrapping up today's video. I want to talk about some of the snacks and things that have helped me make it through this week. And it's not something that I've done in the past, but I think it's something that I'm going to try to add to my list. And I'm going to take a drink here real quick before we get started on the last 3 things. All right, so water. Let's talk water enhancers. My favorite go-to one that I've been stuck on right now is this Great Value Strawberry Watermelon. And hopefully this is a good view of this one. This one's 0 calories. It does have artificial flavors and sweeteners in it, but it is 10 calories, 0 points, and it is so good. And if you are using the Skinny Syrup Mermaid pumps, the unicorn goes amazing with this. But when I do the unicorn along with this, you know, in the 16 or 20 ounces, I add more water because it's way too sweet if you do the duo on that. So if you've not tried this one, pick this up in your next grocery pickup or grocery if you go to Walmart, because it is super good. All right, the next thing that I want to talk about is this Nuts and More Salted Caramel, and I will link this one below. I get this one via Amazon. You guys know that I do have an Amazon storefront, and this Nuts and More Powdered Salted Caramel Peanut Butter is 1 point for 2 tablespoons. It's 50 calories. Here, I'll see if I can give you a view of that. And this one does have a salted caramel taste, and I've been having this with apples, and it's so good. I mean, so good. And I think I had found this one, I think Nikki Gets Fit had showcased this flavor on one of her Instagram stories or something, and I'm so glad that I decided to try it, because I'm about, I think my bottle is here, and I will be ordering another one because it was really that good. All right, the last thing that I want to talk about is my protein cakes. I had put a protein cake video on my channel, I think last week, and I picked up a new flavor of the Ghost protein powder, and it is Cinnabon. And I just made one cake. I think I overcooked it a little bit. I think I need to back down my cooking time in my microwave to maybe 1 minute 45 seconds instead of 1 minute 50 seconds with this one. Because the chocolate one, you definitely need the 1 minute 50 seconds. With this one, it seemed like it was a little drier. And I don't know if I maybe need to tweak it a little bit for this protein powder. But Cinnabon, you can't go wrong with Cinnabon. I think this flavor just released a week ago, Thursday. So I think it's been like a week and a half now that this flavor released. But the day that it released, I put my order in because of the fact that I was super excited when I heard that they announced Cinnabon. I love their Nutter Butter flavor. I did pick up a Chips Ahoy cookie one, and I'm just using these for baking and for like waffles. I'm not a cinnamony iced coffee drinker, but I might try this one in an iced coffee this week. If I do, I'll try to film a what I ate today and do an iced coffee with that and let you know what I think of that protein powder. Oh, and this one is only 2 points per scoop. The Nutter Butter, I think, is 4. I think the Chips Ahoy might be 4, but this one was only 2, which I was kind of shocked about. So super good flavor. It smells like Cinnabon. So good. All right, so those are the things that are helping me, that helped me get through my week this week. And I'll try to remember to showcase some things at the end of my weekly updates, because I think that if I can introduce to you some of the items that are helping me be successful, maybe you can pick up on 1 or 2 of them that will also help you in your journey as well. All right, so with that said, I am going to wrap up today's video. I did shut off my 10-minute timer, so we're probably, I don't know, 14, 15 minutes. That should not be too bad for this weekly update, but I did pack a lot into today's update. All right, so with that said, don't forget, leave me some comments below because I love reading your comments. Give me some likes because YouTube likes that, and it helps my channel, and it helps me also show up in searches, which really helps me out. And also, if you're not subscribed to my channel, go ahead and hit that subscribe button, because that's going to help you get notified when I upload new videos each and every week. And I've been pretty consistent with doing that 3 times a week, so wish me luck that I can continue to do that. All right, so with that said, again, thanks for watching. Thanks for supporting my channel. And with that said, I hope that you as well are having a successful week, and that I'm continuing to hope to, and hoping that I'm inspiring you on your journey. So with that said, I'm going to say bye for now, and we will see you next video.